when we get this cartoon, or like I say, prequel to Kill Bill going for you, I'd love to be like, you definitely need a cartoon about you.
Eccaia, and you're watching Spill It. It's a show that gives you a glimpse into the performer's mindset and reveals the person behind the persona. In this week's episode, we've got James Timothy Testino, otherwise known as JT or James Timothy Voice Bloke. He's a two-time Canadian pizza box holding champion and an insanely talented voice actor. Before COVID-19 hit, JT was lending his unique talents to Zen Za Pizzaria and preparing to travel to Las Vegas, where he was set to compete for the world title of World Pizza Box Folding Champion at the International Pizza Expo. The onset of the pandemic put that dream on hold, but not his ingenuity, creativity, or courage. If you felt disheartened or defeated by all that has happened since the pandemic was declared and are craving some inspiration, then this episode's for you. Welcome, JT. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
No problem, Eccaia. Yeah, it's my pleasure. Honestly, wonderful to be talking to you.
But do you remember how we first met?
I certainly saw you first on your Instagram when I was doing Zen Za Pizzaria back in the day. I was looking at Instagram a lot for London, like seeing who's out there. And really, I'd not sort of seen an Instagrammer really like you before. I was just, I was kind of a bit mesmerized because I love nunchucks and all that. Yeah, you definitely came into Zen Za. I think that was kind of when I was like face to face with you. We do things now. We both are kind of content creating people and amazing feats of nunchucks and kicks and backflips and swords. I like a good sword. Yeah. Been a bit of a fan of yours kind of thing, like what you do, trying to take over the internet in some way or another, I suppose.
No, and I remember doing, trying pizza box folding. That was a lot of fun. Movie Expo is happening virtually in 2021, which means you get to attend right from the comfort of your living room, but only if you grab your tickets now. Use Spill15 and get 15% off your entry. Now, back to Spill It. Yeah, I would look over at you and it was like flaps, and you were doing it so cleanly, and then there's me who's like...
Well, that's the funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah, the reigning Canadian Pizza Box Folding Champion, you are ready to put your skills to the test at the Pizza Box Expo in Las Vegas.
World at anything is very good.
I mean, we all have our things, and if you know what you're really good at and you enjoy it, then that's all that matters.
I don't compete in much like you. You're forever in a good tournament. When you get invited, here's a little teaser invite to say there's a world fastest. Do you want to go? And, of course, I was like, world, let's do it. And yeah, this good city of London really got behind me. London Airport phoned me up. We hear you're going to Vegas maybe for the world's fastest box builder. And, oh, yeah, I am actually. They're like, well, we'd like to send you there. And it's like, we fly from London Airport and we want you to go. We want to send you there and sort of be behind you kind of thing. And that, I'm just like, what? Really?
Why was it important for you to bring home the Canadian champion and to really make it to Vegas?
It was always about Zen Za Pizzaria, I think. That place is a beautiful little pizzeria. It's tiny. It's 10 tables. It's a mum and pop restaurant. Well, now they're 4 tables because they're sort of operating in these difficult times.
Right,
and, it's like that. But they've always had an amazing thing they did with this idea of having vegan pizzeria with kind of meat options, turning it on its head. The majority plant-based. And right now with this cool vegan pizzeria, we've got the fastest box bloke. Have the vegan version and just see what coconut bacon tastes like, and just see.
Oh, I love coconut
that bacon. You can have. Isn't it good?
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
More people should know about. Well, I don't know. It's like Zen Za did open my eyes to a lot of that. Actually, Canada did, really.
And it's great. I feel like vegan and vegetarian are the best ways to go, but I know that not all people can do it. It's an experience that you will probably never have again or anywhere else. So
You're so good, Eccaia.
Thanks.
Honestly, you always have this great way. But yeah, you're right.
And now we're going to shake it up a bit with our first Spill It segue. It's a speed round of Would You Rather.
Oh, okay. All right. Good
3
fun.
questions, 30 seconds on the clock. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
Dun,
ready.
dun, dun. Would you rather have 1 wish granted today or 3 wishes granted in 10 years?
1 wish today, I think. Yeah, I don't know. World peace, I guess. World peace, or I don't know. Feed the hungry, something like that. I mean, really, there's nothing I want. Maybe an electric unicycle. I really like them. There's plenty of beds. There's plenty of everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, no one wants to share it out. Share it out, man.
And now we're gonna circle back to the Pizza Expo. The pandemic hit right before you were supposed to go. Is that right?
That's right. 14 days. I was training hard, so I know exactly when it went south. The momentum. Weirdly, there's a different discipline. You might understand this better than anyone because you compete in different competitions at different things, right? You could blindfold yourself and nunchuck, I imagine. But yeah, you do. It's muscle memory and it's repetition, it's practice, and it's, what you know about, just nailing it down until it has become like second nature, and then it becomes unconscious.
But what happened after you realized you weren't able to go and that local businesses like Zen Za Pizzaria were forced to close their doors to the public?
I don't know. It was so weird. Everything was weird at that time.
Yeah. Now, what made you decide that this was a perfect time to start up your voice acting career?
That was another thing, yeah. COVID-19. I was home. It was voices.com in London that got me into the idea that you could do it on your own. I don't know, I've recorded some good things for some bloody good people as well. Not mention any names, but I a young ninja approached me about, her cool podcast, and I wanted to do that one. When we get this cartoon, or like I say, prequel to Kill Bill going for you, I'd love to be like, you definitely need a cartoon about you.
Thank you.
No, you definitely do, because I'd watch that. You're like, your Instagram, again, I look at it and I just think this is it's like a comic book. It's a comic book about a super cool ninja girl, but she's a real person in real life. But yeah, let's get you in a cartoon where we can give you like superpowers and a talking possible cat or dog. I don't know.
No, that'd be a lot of fun to try.
Wouldn't it? I mean,
honestly,
whatever. Who knows what? But it needs to happen. Let me tell you that much. It needs to happen.
Now, how did you know where to go to get started and what to do?
With voices.com, yeah, once you sort of go and log on, there's a nice thing with this company where you can start to build your profile and start to fill out the form without having to pay any money. But yeah, you need your mic, learn your software, get yourself a good mic, don't skim, practice. Yeah, you need those things. And you just need a place to do it where you're like, that's my studio.
I find it helps if you have one place to do it. For me, it just helps me get into the zone because I'm like, okay, you're in the recording zone.
I love it. I really, really enjoy doing it. And so, yeah, I think you kind of got to start, and you've got to sort of lick at it, and you've got to record, 10 or 20 auditions in a day where you may not get heard or you might not make much money.
Now, you have such an amazing over-the-top personality and a real gift for entertaining. I think that you need your own talk show personally.
Oh, mate.
But have you ever second-guessed your abilities or questioned whether or not you have what it takes?
Yeah, every single day. Rather than always feeling like you're in this battle to fight on and all this, it's like I sort of get the bravery to just be it.
No, and I'm just going to say this broadly to everyone who's watching or listening. You are good enough. It doesn't matter what you're doing, or if you feel like you're not, you are good enough. And I just want everyone to know that.
It doesn't ever hurt to hear that sort of stuff.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being ready to spill it with us today, JT.
Not a problem, Eccaia. It's been my pleasure, mate. Happy to do it.
Thank you. This week's episode has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to end here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head on over to our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Like, share, and get involved. Until next time, stay awesome, stay driven, and always be ready to spill it. Eccaia, out.